Ivory Coast, thank you for representing Africa well. So you guys beat Ecuador. So now you get to face the real team, which is Germany. So now we're about to see if you guys are really a big deal. Because you've shown us already that this World Cup that you guys can prepare and you have a good team. So let's see if you're gonna keep the same momentum. Let's see. All right, so Ivory Coast versus Germany. Here we go, guys. So they do have a real good goalkeeper. I'm gonna skip there. Oh, so if Ivory Coast just got their first goal, 29 minutes into the game, and they already scored. So this is a good sign. I'm telling you guys, this Ivory Coast is a big deal this year. So let's see if Germany is gonna make a comeback. Now, if Ivory Coast beats Germany, now we can finally agree that Ivory Coast are the best team. Not just in Africa, but now they're taking the next step. Hmm? They're trying to prove to the world now that they can conquer anybody. So let's see. This game is the what's gonna determine if Ivory Coast is really what they think they are. Let's see. That was a beautiful game. 29 minutes into the game, and oh, okay, beautiful game by Germany, but it looks like it was outside. It's a very intense game. So Germany, they got a kick. No, good defense. And guys, this German team, they don't give up. Hmm? So because they know their worth, so they know how good they are. So it doesn't matter if you up by one. So they always find a way to make a comeback. And this game was played in Toronto. So we have a big community of Ivory Coast population. So so the field is probably full of Ivory Coast um, people. So I can already see a bunch of orange fans. It's almost a mix of both, but mostly like orange. So Germany, they're getting a lot of action right now. They're attacking. They're trying to equalize. But Ivory Coast is just too good playing defense. Here we go. First half, Ivory Coast is up by 1. All right, we're gonna now let's see second half if Germany is gonna make a miracle here. Oh, there's another goal. Oh, hey, guys, I love the World Cup this year because referee they're no they're not about to like support only one team or the other. Hmm? They're very neutral, and this is proving that. See, if a player is offside. They're calling every single play, and this is good with the FIFA this year. Hmm? There's no there's no need to complain, or nobody can complain. Everything is all monitors. They have a bunch of cameras. They have a referee with cameras on the eyes. Mm. They have a control room that's keeping an eye on everything. So if you're outside, you're outside. And that's the thing. Germany already got 2 actions, but the referee says offside. See, they're getting a lot of action. They've been at the, oh, okay. So we're still on second half. So Germany, they haven't scored yet. So 53 minutes into the game. So while Germany is trying to equalize, Ivory Coast, they're working to make us. They're working their way to the second goal. So they're trying their best to not let Germany equalize. So we're 56 minutes in. They haven't scored yet. So far, Ivory Coast is doing a very good. Uh, they're doing a very good job keeping Germany away from scoring. What just happened? Okay, so this is a foul from a German team. Be careful with those corner kick. Okay, they missed it. So we are 65 minutes into the game. Germany hasn't scored yet. So this is good for Ivory Coast. So right now they're playing a really good defense to make sure Germany doesn't score. Okay, this looks like Ivory Coast players bump into their goalkeeper, but then he's complaining. There you go. German just equalized. Oh, beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Guys, I told you, Germany will always find a way. Germany will always find a way to equalize. And it shows. Because they didn't get, they got a lot of actions which they weren't able to score. But now uh, it looks like Ivory Coast, they're setting their guard down. And that's when Germany take opportunity to score. Because it's getting close to the end of the game. In a World Cup, you don't let your guard down. So it's 1-1. Man, the Ivory Coast team, man, these guys are strong, man. Huh? What I like about them is that when they protect the ball, oh, guys, German just scored. So the game ends. So we got the 90 minute, and they just scored on the extra time. So 4 minutes into the extra time. Wow, this is very disappointing. This is very disappointing. This is why you don't let your guard down. Very disappointing. The whole continent are very disappointing of Ivory Coast team. They should have kept this one to 1-1. It's crazy, 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 unbelievable, unbelievable for Ivory Coast. So you guys scored the first goal, and then they came and they equalized, and then you guys thought it was over, so you let your guard down, and that's it. So they found a way to finally win the game. Man. So now Ivory just took their first L. Come on, man. So now we only have DR Congo. Because DR Congo, they are the only team that, so there's another team from Africa that's proving themselves that this year they have a better team, so they are prepared. So they gave hard time to Portugal. So now their next game is against Colombia. So we're gonna see if they can beat Colombia. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna keep coming with these bangers, so we're gonna keep studying these teams to see who's have more chance to make it to the World Cup. With that being said, guys, I'm out.